Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are keeping fine. Dear students, our today's lecture is English grammar. Okay? Today we are going to learn English grammar. Okay? In English grammar, first there are 8 parts of speech. Okay? In English grammar, there are 8 parts of speech. Okay? And among these 8 parts of speech, the first one is noun. Okay? So the first one is noun. I just tell you which are the 8 parts of speech. The first one is noun. Okay? Second is verb, adverb, adjective, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections. Okay? So these are the 8 parts of speech. Noun, verb, adverb, adjective, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections. Okay? So there are 8 parts of speech from there. Today we are going to learn the first one, that is noun. And what is noun? So noun is a naming word. The naming word of what? In first standard, in second standard, third, fourth, in your previous classes we have gone through, and many of the students I have taught also. Okay, so they know what is noun. And you know what is noun? Noun is a naming word. Naming word of what? Naming word of persons, other living beings, objects, places, ideas and things. Okay? So the persons. Persons means we, human beings. Okay? The names of human beings. Okay? For the example, let us take Anjali. Anjali is a name of a person. Anjali is a name of a person. Other living beings means birds and animals. Okay? Then objects. Other living beings means, for the example, let us take a lion. In a bird, we can take an example of a sparrow. Objects, the things which we see around us. For the example, in the classroom, let us take the example of a chopstick. Okay, it is a thing. Places. In the places, we can take the example of city also, village also. Okay. For the example, if we take the places example, that is Anand. That is just near to us. So we have ideas and things. Our ideas, many of the ideas come in our mind and other things. So among these nouns, there are 2 other type of nouns. That one is countable and other one is uncountable. Okay. So what is countable? Countable means that can be counted. Okay. That can be counted. So let us take the example of it. Let us take an example of countable noun. Okay. For example, let us take a countable noun example. First is students. Okay, students. If there are 72 students, 60 students sitting in the classroom, we can count them. Okay, one by one going to their places or standing in one place, we can easily count them. The things which can be easily counted also. Okay. For the example, we took a students. Another example, if we take, that is a pencils. Okay. In one box, if there are 100 pencils or 50 pencils, we can count them easily. And we can ask for the countable noun, how to ask a question? With the word how many. How many. Okay? With the how many. How many pencils are there in the box? Okay? How many pencils are there in the box? How many students are sitting in the class? How many students are sitting in the class? Okay, so this was a countable noun that can be counted. Okay, the things which we can easily count it. Second is uncountable nouns. What is second? Second is uncountable noun that cannot be counted. The things which we cannot easily count it. Okay, so for the example, let us take. For the example, let us take rice. Okay, can we count the rice? Can we count the rice? No. So rice. Other example, if we take a floor. Okay, another example of it is a floor. And to ask for uncountable noun, to ask the question, we use how much. Okay, we use how much. The word how much. To ask a question, we use how much. For countable noun, we use how many. And for uncountable noun, we use how much. Okay, so let's take an example of it in a sentence that how much rice is there in a bowl? How much rice is there in a bowl? Or how much flour is left in the box? How much flour is left in the box? So these are the countable noun, uncountable noun. What was the noun? So noun is a living word, person, other living things, objects, places, idea and things. First one is countable. Second one is uncountable. Easily we can understand. Countable means the things easily can be counted, and uncountable things means the things cannot be counted easily. The next is a type of nouns. The next is a type of nouns. So there are type of noun. Type of nouns. So which are the type of nouns? Okay. Which are the type of nouns? So there are types of noun. The type of nouns. So the first one is proper noun. So the first one is proper noun. So what is proper noun? Now what is proper noun? So let's go through the example. What is the proper noun? Again it comes that a proper noun is the name of a particular person, place or object. Person, object. Okay? What is a proper noun? Proper noun is the name of a person, place or object. My dear students, remember that always a proper noun begins with a capital letter. Always a proper noun begins with a capital letter. Let's take the example of proper noun. Let's take the name of a person. Okay, let's take the name of a person. We take a Sonal. Now Sonal is a girl. Though she is a girl, her parents has given her name Sonal. Second, so it is a proper noun. Though she is a girl, but we call every person by their name. So Sonal. Second is place. Okay. Second is place. So let's take place. Delhi. Okay. Delhi is a, though it is a state, it is a, Delhi is given a name. To a state, a name is given, that is a Delhi. An object. Okay. Third is an, for the object, we take a chair. Okay. Or we can take a pencil. These are the objects. So, proper noun is the name of person, place or object. Okay. Second one is common noun. Now again, what is a common noun? Same thing. Name of a person, place and objects. Name of a person, place or objects. Okay, or in this we include animals also. Okay, animals. So as a person, if we take here, we have taken the Sonal, a name of a girl, Sonal. Now I told you the name Sonal is given by her parents. Though she is a girl, a name is given to her, Sonal. So we take an example of a girl. So girl is a common noun. There are so many girls sitting in the classroom. But if you want to call a particular person, you will take the name of Sonal. Okay? But if you want to call all the girls, what your teachers will say? All the girls, please come out. Okay? So girl. Place. Delhi. Delhi is a state. Okay? A common noun. Objects. Okay? For the example, here it is given a red chair. Okay? It is given here a red chair. Blue pencil. Blue pencil. Red chair and blue pencil. But if the objects common noun, it is only a chair, and here it is only a pencil. Okay, animals if we take. In the animals, if we take, let's take example of lion. Okay, let's take an example of a lion. So this is a proper noun, this is a common noun. Proper noun is the name of a proper person, place and object. So for the proper person we have taken the name of Sonal. For the proper place we have taken the Delhi, objects, red chair and blue pencil. Second is a common noun, person, place, objects and animals. For the persons we have taken a girl, places, Delhi, state, objects, chair and pencil. For the animals we taken a lion. Further, if we go for the other nouns, okay, if the further we go for the other nouns that are concrete noun and abstract noun. Concrete noun and abstract noun. So what is concrete noun? What is concrete noun? What is concrete noun? Okay. The third one is concrete noun. Now it is the name of the things. What is concrete noun? It is name of the things that could be expressed through our five senses. So concrete noun is just, recall in your mind, the concrete noun is just about our five senses. The concrete noun. And which are our five senses? You have learned in your science class that which are our five senses? Dear students, you should immediately remember this. Which are our five senses? So five senses are, the first one is ear, second is nose, third, okay, eyes, fourth, tongue, and the fifth one is skin. Okay, these are our five senses. Okay, so concrete noun is about our five senses. Okay, so our five senses are ear, nose, eyes, tongue and skin. So you must be thinking why concrete noun is our five senses. So with the ear we can hear. With the ear we can hear. For the example, music. Okay, the example is taken of music. Second is nose. Smell. Whether the good smell is coming, bad smell is coming, immediately we feel, we get the smell of it. So, smell. Okay, for the example, we take a rose. Okay, rose, a flower rose, a beautiful rose smell is coming. We feel it so happy. Eyes, we see. Okay, with our eyes we see. For For the example, let us take a school. Okay, our school we can means building. Our school building. Okay, our school building. Tongue. Taste. With our tongue we get, whether immediately we put something in our mouth, we get a taste of it, whether it is a sour, whether it is a sweet, whether it is a bitter, whether it is a very hot. Immediately we get the taste of it. So take the example of ice cream. Okay, let's take the example of ice cream. As soon as we put the ice cream in our mouth, what type of taste we feel? Immediately we get the taste of the ice cream, which is favorite for us. Okay, ice cream. And the last one is skin. We feel it. For the example, we feel this. Let's take the example of raindrops. Okay, raindrops. If we are walking and immediately the drops are falling on our skin. Sometimes it is heating. We feel it. It is beating. It is heating on our face and our body, and immediately we feel it. Okay, what it is? It is going raindrops. Okay, so concrete noun is about our five senses: ear to hear. For the example, we take music. Nose, we get the smell. Rose flower. Eyes, see. School building. Tongue, taste. Ice cream. Skin, we feel. The example of its raindrops. Okay. The fourth one is abstract noun. Okay. The fourth one is abstract noun. Now what is abstract noun? Now what is abstract noun? Abstract noun, that is the name of a qualities. Okay? Name of qualities. Name of qualities, ideas, emotions. Okay? Ideas, emotions, actions. Okay, etc. we take. Okay, abstract noun is about our qualities. Quality of a person also can be, and qualities of a things also it can be. Okay, quality of the feelings and conditions. These nouns are the names of things that cannot be seen. Can we see? Ideas. Can we see our ideas? No. We can't touch, heard or smell. Means it is just opposite of the concrete noun. What is abstract noun? That is just opposite of the concrete noun. We can't see, we can't hear, we can't feel, we can't touch, and we can't taste it. Okay? The concrete noun and abstract noun both are attached to it, but both are opposite of it. We can't feel it. Qualities, ideas, emotions, actions, the conditions we make with the people. Okay? For the example, it is taken here: day, time, place. Okay? Emotions, actions, conditions. Conditions means time. Okay? Conditions means time. Okay? Our ideas, our emotions. Okay? So the abstract noun is just opposite of the concrete noun. Okay? Qualities of a person also it can be, and qualities of a things also. For the example, if we go to the market to buy the tomatoes, okay? If the tomatoes are not good, the quality is not good, we don't buy it. Our ideas, we put before others. Emotions, we show our emotions towards other people, those who are not happy. Actions, through our actions we express our love towards the people. We don't speak anything, we don't say a word, but through our good actions we express our love towards the other people. Okay? Next is number 5. Number 5 is Material noun. Now, what is material noun? Okay, material noun is the name of a substances. Okay, material noun is the name of a substances. Which are the substances? Okay, for the example, water, iron, okay, gold, silver. Okay, these are the substances. Sugar, wood, steel, gold, silver. These are the substances. Material. Lot of material is used to make a gold. Gold. If you want to make a gold chain, how much gold is used? No, it is how it is made in the liquid, then it is made, the shapes are given. So how much material? Iron, to make a one iron bar. Okay, to make a one iron bar, how much material will be needed? Water, the material. Okay, in one bucket there can be a 1 liter water, 2 liter water. According to the capacity of the bucket, we fill the water in it. So this is a material. Material noun is a name of a substances. Gold, steel. Okay. The last one is collective noun. The last one is collective noun. So what is a collective noun? So collective noun is the name of a name given to a group. Collective noun is a name given to a group, class, mob, okay, nation. For that, my dear students, if you remember in English, in our second lesson, the dog himself found a new master. Within that we have learned what is abstract noun and what is collective noun. So collective noun is the name of groups, nations, okay, things, animals also in that come, group of animals, etc. So collective noun is names of groups, nations, things and animals. Okay. So if we take about the groups, okay, if we take about the groups of people, in groups of people, if we take army of soldiers, okay, army of soldiers. Second is nations, one nations. Then things, bunch of keys, bunch of keys. In one handle there are so many keys, bunch of keys. Animals, herd of sheep, herd of sheep. Okay, herd of sheep. So this is collective noun. So today we have gone through what is noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, the types of nouns, proper noun, common noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, material noun and collective noun. So these are the types of nouns. And what you have to do it, go through your book, write down the definitions of each nouns and write down the example of it. Have a good day and thank you to all.